So I had an idea a few months back, and it involves ChatGPT because, as you know, ChatGPT is amazing at pretty much doing a bunch of different tasks, including programming. And then I used the data analyst tool, and it was able to give me a really, really impressive result, and I was so baffed when I first saw it. And then all I did was just repeat the same result over and over again. I mean, just look at my PayPal balance. So these are the earnings from this method over the past few months. So the total amount actually is about £30,000, but obviously I've been doing some withdrawals and things like that. This is all because of AI. So let me just quickly refresh the page. As you can see, yeah, look, all real figures, everything is all real. I just want to show my transactions as well. And yeah, have a look at that. Like, this has been on a consistent basis every single week. I started on the 23rd of September. And yeah, it's been so good. Like, life is good at the moment. So in terms of the method itself, so how it came about was, so I've been doing a lot of testing with ChatGPT this year. I'm personally a programmer, so I like to do a lot of coding, and I basically use it for like all sorts of coding issues and debugging and things like that.
We want to hear a bedtime story.
I thought, okay, let me just test ChatGPT out with a game of roulette. And the reason why I chose roulette is because it's one of the only games that offers, you know, a 50-50 chance. And that is by either putting money on red or black. If you put money on red and it lands on red, then you win. If you put money on black and it lands on red, then you end up losing. So it's as simple as that. The reason why I chose that is because you get a 50-50 chance, right?
50-50.
Rather than like games like slots and things like that, these are like kind of random, especially with poker as well. You know, it's too complicated. You want a game that's much more simpler to follow. I basically ran a bunch of different games. I simulated various different games with it and fed ChatGPT loads and loads of data to see if it can recognize certain patterns. And so once I got it to recognize these patterns, it would basically create a sequence based on these patterns to ensure a higher winning probability. And so, you know, it's not as linear as like, you know, you put money on black and you're going to win, and then you put money on red and then you're going to win. No. Instead, what you're going to do is basically follow a pattern, follow a sequence. You're basically going to win, and then you're going to lose, and then you're going to win, and then you're going to lose. It's basically a graph that goes up and down, but then over time, you can end up being profitable. I'm going to basically quickly demo this to you as well now, just so you can have a look and tell me what you think. I'm going to show this pattern as well so you guys can check it out. You know, it's really simple to follow. And as you can see from my earnings as well before, you know, this has worked out so well. And the cool thing is this is all backed by AI, it's all backed by data, and definitely one of the coolest things I tried out. And it required a lot of testing to get to this point. So in terms of the sequence itself, this sequence is generated through ChatGPT. In order for me to get to this point, it wasn't as easy as asking ChatGPT, oh hey, can you create me a sequence, a winning sequence that can really help me win at roulette? No, instead, it was fully backed by data and plenty of prompts. So when I got started, I was trying to figure out, okay, what's the best kind of bet I should start placing down? So obviously I took the simpler route and I started with lower bets, and then I gradually started to increase it more and more and more. But one important thing that I found is if you start with a higher bet, then you can actually profit more from a single game, because obviously you're playing higher stakes. Then obviously with higher stakes, you can profit more with it. There's a really simple way that you can look at this. So there's a thing called certainty. So certainty basically means how certain you want your game to profit. What is the certain amount of chance that you want to win within this game? Because if you start with a smaller bet, that's a lower certainty. If you start with a higher bet, that's a higher certainty. So a higher chance that you're going to win, and a larger amount that you're going to profit. And so the very next step was to follow the sequence. And so, as you can see on the screen, the sequence as follows goes red, black, red, red, black, black. If the ball lands on a green or on a zero, then just treat it as the opposite color and keep following the sequence down. What following the sequence does, it ensures a high probability of a win rate. So the probability is more in your favor when it comes to winning. And so what I did was, when the sequence would lose, I would double up my bet every single time. So I'm on the game now, so I'm starting with €250. This is European roulette, and yeah, I'm just going to simply follow the sequence. So I'm going to place my bets first on red, and I'm going to start with 1. And I'm just going to let it roll. Let's see what it goes on to. And it landed on red, which is brilliant. So the next color is black on a sequence, so I'm going to go on to black next. And it landed on red. So since it landed on the opposite color, I'm going to double up my bet. So now we're rolling. And it landed on black, so again, we're going to run with the same bet, doubled up. And now it landed on red, so now it's doubled up, we're going back to 252. Now 256. Now rolling again on the same bet. Now we're at 260. So again, we're just following the sequence along, following it along. Now I'm going to put 4 on red. And we won. And we won again, so now we're at 272. And I'm going to rebet on black, which is next on the sequence. Alright, let's see here. An amazing black €16 win. So we're at 280 now, so now we're going to continue with the sequence on €8 bet on red. Amazing. So now we're on a streak here, so we're all the way up to 288. Amazing, brilliant. So now we won €32 because we've doubled up our bets. So amazing. 536. All we need is one more, then I'm going to stop. So, all right, let's do one more bet. And yeah, let's see if we could bring it up even higher. So, amazing. It's so good. It's amazing. I love it. Just in the span of, 10 minutes. Let me just quickly pause it. So within about a span of about 10 minutes, I went up by €350, which is about, how much does that work out? It works out to about £300 within a span of 10 minutes, just following the sequence along. It's just, honestly, it just works. It works so well. At first, I didn't really believe in it. I didn't think that it would work. But again, it's just a double up strategy that really brings you into a massive plus. If you were to stick to the same amount of bets every single time, then it just simply won't work. What will end up happening is you'll just basically stay within a similar kind of figure over time. So if you guys want to try it out yourself, I'm going to to leave a website link in the description. I'm going to leave the sequence as well, just so you guys can check out. This is basically something brand new that you can try out. You know, it's at a perfect time because AI is all brand new and everything. And yeah, it could change over time. Maybe casinos might crack onto it. I've seen quite a few casinos that say like strictly no AI. But if you just focus on or generating patterns using ChatGPT like that, pretty sure that you won't get any bans or anything like that. Just play responsibly. Make sure that you don't overdo it. And yeah, I hope you guys gained something brand new from this video. And it was super fun to make. And I'll see you guys in the next one.